Hey there, my name is Dr. Bafo. Thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you so much for today. Today I'm going to talk about how to get things done. I can't remember the last time I fixated my mind on towards something and I wasn't able to achieve it. And I believe that if I share this aforementioned points with you and you go according to some of the things that I'm going to talk about today, in respective of who you are, where you are going to really achieve whatever plans you have in mind and whatever goals you want to accomplish in the coming years. If you are in a situation where you don't know where to go, or what you have to do, who to talk to, it becomes very, very challenging and difficult. But in life, situations like these are very, very common. So number one on the points that I'm going to talk about is focus. Focus is one of the tools which will really help you on getting to where you want to get to. So when I wanted to be registered here in the UK to practice as a doctor, in UK you have to write an exams. I think in everywhere we have USMLE, we have UK PLAB 1 and 2. The disappointing thing was when I sat for the English, I couldn't really make it in the first instance. I failed the English exams the first time. English is just something you don't have to feel. If you have been in my shoes and if you have been in a lot of people's shoes, you realize that it's not that an ordinary English exams. But then I sat for the second time and I passed. This is to tell you that if your mind is not focused enough, it's not really committed enough, you fail once, and if you don't gather yourself with momentum and go and take it again, you go in again and you fail. You're going to have things bashing you and hitting you left and right, but it's all about how much your focus is. When you have something challenging you to focus, you commit every bone and every minute you have on that specific thing. Your focus should be your ultimate goal. Number two, assess your capacity. You cannot fight a tiger without having to know the techniques, without having to know what you have to do to overcome the tiger or to kill the tiger. Because if you don't have the techniques, you don't have the skills way above the skills of the tiger, you'll be consumed, you'll be killed. So you have to assess your capacity, what you can do and what you cannot do. That is why a lot of people fail and they are not able to recover from their failure. You have to know how much you can commit yourself in that specific thing that you're going to work on. Take things step by step and know what you have to do in order for you to achieve that career or in order for you to build your business. That is what a lot of people are failing to understand, that life does not come in a rush. You don't have to do something you don't have the strength to do. And if you know all these things, you'll be able to go through everything sequentially, and by the time you realize, you've been able to accomplish a lot. So number three on my point is take your time. Even a horse sometimes take a break to relax and take a breath. You're not a horse, you're a human being. You have heart, you have lungs, where sometimes your heart and your lungs will not be allowing you to do things. You need to take things step by step. Your energy should be high, but then you have to commit yourself in a way that you will not be fully consumed. You cannot jump from 1 and 2 and go to 3. You need to finish 1, 2, and then you can go to 3. If you rush things, you are never going to get to where you want to get to. You always come back to finish the unfinished business. So you need to complete whatever you're doing step by step so that you'll be able to know that your back is covered, so you're moving ahead without having to worry about the future. If you don't give yourself the room to maneuver, and if you don't give yourself the time to assess things and know where to go and where not to go, you will be bombarded with so many things that you will not even know where you are, where you're going. Number 4 is don't walk from problems easily. A lot of people not doing what they're supposed to do. Remember when Donald Trump lost the re-election in 2020? Everybody was like, he's done. This guy is not going to come back anymore. Democrats were like, let's not bring him back. He can't come back. But this guy came with full vim, even though he failed. It was frustrating. It was demeaning, but he never gave up on coming back to power. Now, who is the 47th president? Donald Trump. He knew that he could come back with victory. He could have just said, you know what, I'm just going to step down. People don't like me. I'm not ready for this. So if you don't walk away from that problem easily, you know that you can make it and you'll be able to go through that challenges and win. I know a lot of people who were so committed that they failed so many times, but yet they came out and won. That is how a warrior is. You don't have to give up easily. You don't have to let people condemn you and accept the fact that you cannot make it. When I wanted to practice in the UK, and after school, people thought that I went to medical school for nothing. Someone who has gone to medical school for 6 years and not practicing, I can't even prescribe paracetamol. People were like laughing. I became a laughing stuff. But then when I committed myself, I was able to build the strength to pass the exams. When you become powerful, people will draw to you and you become more recognized in the society. But then the initial journey is very difficult and it's very challenging. You get a lot of people who will be condemning you, but you don't have to give up. And the last point, number 5, so you have to throw that heavy punch. You remember the fight between Adesanya and Pereira, their third fight. Pereira was hitting Adesanya. He was going to knock this guy down for real, but then Adesanya gave him one punch, bang. And that punch alone let this guy went to sleep. You don't have to hit like that. He hit. And when you hit that and your opponent falls, you will not be able to come back. So if you don't give that heavy punch and you start jabbing and playing around, you'll be knocked down easily. That is how business and career building is like. You need to know the techniques. You need to know where you have to go to be able to know where you're going, or else you'll be knocked down all the time. All the time, life will knock you down if you don't hit it back. You can do all that. It depends on your mind and how much strength and commitment and energy you have to do what you have to do in order for you to achieve the things you want to achieve in life. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you again. Take care for now. Bye.